everyone, Larry Chen here. I'm really excited because today I'm testing out the brand new Canon EOS R1 bodies. We're here in Kentucky at Drift Appalachia. The guys today are shutting down a section of Canyon Road and they're gonna send a bunch of drift cars up. We're gonna go from corner to corner. I'm gonna practice with many different lenses and see what these bodies are about. Already, I looked into the eyepiece and I was blown away because the resolution of the EVF is so good. So it's been a couple hours since I picked this up and I'm just getting used to it really quick. Everything about this is blowing me away. It's essentially the ruggedness of a 1D series, but all of the action-packed features of the R3 and then some. It's really fast. Everything I'm doing, autofocus, switching in between AV, TV, switching between video, stills. I just can't believe that it's shooting 40 frames per second. It's so many stills. All day we've been running all different types of RF lenses on it. I've been shooting with the 7200 quite a bit, 24-70, 10 to 20 millimeter. And for the long lens Big Daddy photos, I've been using the 100 to 300 RF and it's so tack sharp. Love this combo of a RF lens and a R series body. When we're traveling the world telling these stories about these vehicles going flat out, sound is so important. So for the first time in a Canon professional camera, now you can finally record sound while you're recording slow motion. One thing that was really challenging was getting light rays through the trees. It was so cool because as soon as the cars came through, they made a bit of tire smoke. It provided for some atmosphere. So every time that happened, we were really pushing hard to get as many images as possible. My goal with day one was to shoot on the ground from top to bottom. The course was a little over a mile long and we walked pretty much the entirety of it. The location itself was pretty difficult to shoot because it was never meant to be a racetrack. It's just a normal mountain road and there's almost no room on the side to stand. Day two was a time for me to really push the limit of drift photography. So instead of just standing on the side of the road, I put on a helmet and I rode with as many different drivers as possible. While going sideways, I just shot out the window and I tried to get as many different runs as possible with drivers coming in close. I'm so happy with the results and I knew right away that the R1 is a keeper and it's something that I'm really looking forward to shooting with going forward. I'm on location at Pikes Peak for the 102nd running of the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. I've been the lead Pikes Peak official photographer since 2017 and I've been shooting the race since 2011. This is our 8th year as an official photography team, and it's such an honor, and I really take it to heart. Coming here to Pikes Peak, I didn't really know what to expect because the weather was kind of up in the air. Every single day we had really tough conditions on my body as well as this body. We had Fahrenheit conditions under 20 degrees. Today we had rain, hail, sleet, snow, sideways wind. I thought I was gonna get blown over. Yesterday we had pea soup fog and rain, and even though we're in the middle of summer, we had a couple inches of snow on the summit here at Pikes Peak. The summit is 14,115 feet, so it was a complete different climate from Kentucky just last week. I cannot believe how sticky the autofocus is. I'm following them up this hill, and then I lose them for a bit when they go behind that car and that little mound at the hairpin, but it still has like this box around where it thinks the car is going. Once it comes out from the other corner, it's right there ready to grab on it. It's so sticky. In fact, the car's about to come right now. Let me just shoot this real quick. I feel like already Canon built a camera for someone exactly like me, for it to have a car mode. It's a vehicle tracking mode. It does open wheel cars, motorcycles. Somehow it recognizes that I'm shooting a car, and it could be anything. Whatever I pointed at, it just sticks right on there, and it just highlights it with a box. It truly is cheating. I have an unfair advantage out here when I'm shooting with this combo. One really neat feature that I really like is the fact that this eyepiece is locked on. The EVF is so bright, so clear, so big. It allows you to pick out fine details, work on your framing better. You can check out polarization better. Everything about this EVF blows me away. It's just the best ever. Another thing that's really important for me when I'm panning and when I'm shooting this high-speed action is the blackout. There's pretty much no blackout at all. It is so fast. I cannot believe how fast this thing shoots also. It's shooting 40 frames per second, which means I have to be careful not to fill up a car too fast because it's shooting so fast. But in essence, what it's allowing me to do is go back after the fact and choose the perfect shot. Because between here and here, I have so many options to choose the car at the exact right attitude and the exact same position that I want. There's a couple more features I wanted to highlight, including the dual CF Express card slots. It also has a full-size HDMI port. It now also has a full menu just for customizable buttons. There's so many other things when I'm shooting Pikes Peak that I have to worry about, including altitude sickness and losing feeling in my fingers and toes. But the last thing I want to worry about is how much power I have left. And now it finally displays a battery percentage, so I know exactly how much power is left. The R1 has a brand new ultra high speed, high sensitivity, back illuminated, stacked 24 megapixel sensor. You can shoot with a mechanical shutter if you choose, but I personally prefer the electronic shutter. It also has a deep learning image processor which allows you to up-res files to 96 megapixels.
I brought my RF1 4 extender just so I can get a little bit of extra reach. It's gonna be 420 millimeter with a 100-300. Normally I'm shooting with a 400 2.8 and also a 200. This single lens has essentially replaced that completely. It really just allows me to move a lot faster and get a lot more shots. And that's so important. The in-body image stabilization paired with the RF lens is second to none. It is so easy to handhold long focal lengths just like this. I don't have to carry a monopod anymore. It's raining right now. Did not expect this at all. Yesterday was so clear.
This is the crazy thing about Pikes Peak. Yesterday, as you guys saw, it was clear and sunny and it was super warm. I had to take all my layers off. Today, it's really foggy. In fact, the top is on a complete delay right now and they're not running at all because it's 0% visibility. Hopefully they'll run the middle section right now. We're gonna hike down to see if we can hike out of the clouds. If it does rain, which it did sprinkle a little bit, I don't have to worry because the lenses and also the body are weather sealed. The cases for autofocus are so much simpler now. Generally speaking, I put it on automatic mode and it works for me. It also does have improved eye control to even be more precise with your focus points. A new feature that I'm really excited about is pre-continuous shooting for photo and video. It's a great tool for us action and sports photographers to make sure we do not miss a shot. The R1 shoots 6K raw video at 60p. It has proxy video support and Canon Log 2. It even allows you to shoot stills while recording video.
I hope you guys really enjoyed the coverage from us using the brand new Canon EOS R1 body. When you have Canon's newest professional camera in your camera bag, it's very clear that you have an unfair advantage against the competition because this body is absolutely cheating.